going to show my 21st Century Skills Workshop brainstorm. And the first thing I put on there was the 4 C's. The first C of the 4 is communication. And communication allows the students to share ideas and questions they have, which is a very important skill that needs to be taught. Next is collaboration. Collaboration allows students to work together to reach an understanding by putting all of their talents, thoughts, their skills into one in order to pool together a group presentation, project, just about anything when having to do with collaboration. The next is creative thinking. Creative thinking allows the teacher to teach ways that are new in order to look at problems. So it allows kids to look at different things in a new way, and it's something that is very up and coming and something that is going to have to be acquired by students in the next generation. And creativity, lastly, allows students to take new approaches and lets them make mistakes without consequences. So it allows them to get back up and say that was a creative way, but let's try this way instead. And it allows students to have more of a simple way of looking at problems and just embracing the fact that it's okay to make mistakes. The next skill is the ways of thinking, and under ways of thinking you have problem solving, which allows collaboration to come in hand along with creativity. So problem solving is a way to think, and that is something that also needs to be influenced in classrooms. Then you have creativity, which again needs to be in a classroom in order to allow kids to make mistakes and get back up. And then there is analytically thinking. In analytically thinking, it allows students to take in the visual that is put in front of them and allows them to break down the problem visually instead of just hearing it and trying to comprehend it like that. But it's a different way of bringing in thinking, and it's a different way of presenting a problem. The third skill is ways of working, and under ways of working is collaboration and communication, which is again something that every single person in the real world needs to acquire in order to make it in a job, daily living, and just general society. The fourth skill is ways of living in the world, which includes ethics and accountability. And ethics and accountability allows a sense of responsibility in students' lives, which will definitely carry to the real world. And this sense of responsibility makes kids know that they have something to do, they have a mission, they have people counting on them, which is definitely carried into the living world, in the work world especially. So ethics and accountability is definitely something to touch on. And lastly, I put new methods of learning, which is right here, and under that I put where do we go now. And the new methods of learning brings in the question, where do we go now? And that is developing new teaching facilities and different environments to be taught in. So with all of these new skills, we have new places to be teaching them, because if we are teaching all these new skills in the same places that we taught 20th century skills, which was brought up in one of the screencast offered, then where are we going to go from there? You need a new environment, new facilities, and that's what you're seeing around all these schools, is you're having new areas to go and be able to study and be able to learn. You have all of these new things just coming in, all these new studies in order to have all these new methods of learning to be taught to these new kids. And so that is basically all of my brainstorm of the 21st Century Skills Workshop. I hope you enjoy.